Okay, Andrea, you may continue.
Okay. Well, strangely, the people that so far have signed up, I really wasn't targeting them, but I was having conversations about, first of all, getting really quality product for free and discounted. And secondly, making money at home, like in between everything else they're doing. And that really hit home to the first two that have signed up. And the one that said she's going to sign up later this week for sure. It was the same thing. She needed to make money. She couldn't do delivery driving. She needed to supplement her income. She's recently divorced, and I've heard this over and over, like, of any kind of direct sales that anybody is willing to do. Several people have said that Pampered Chef would be the only thing they would even entertain, because the quality, the reputation, it's something they could be proud of doing. So, and another tactic, the one that signed up today was kind of a fluke. I told my team about this the other day, or Christy's team, whoever's team, that I started sending out messages to people's first name. So like I sent a message to an Emily, and then I was like, well, I've got this thing typed up because I typed in Emily again. So I just kept sending Emily's. I have like 4 or 5 friends named Emily. I just kept sending them all the same message. And I've done that with other names. And so it's people that I may not have even like reached out to normally.
You're just typing in a name. You're like, who else's name is Amy? Amy gets this one, and this Amy gets this one, and this Amy gets that. See, but that's smart.
Right.
Then you're not judging, and you're just sending. You're not thinking about who the person is. You're just picking a name and sending it to everyone with that name. So
right. I did. And then if they were like, if it was a close friend or someone I had more of a relationship with, I'd say, hey, Amy, and then add something in, like, how are the girls doing? I can't believe we've got girls graduating in a couple of weeks. And then I insert the rest of it. So I've done that with my Emily's, and I've done that with Amy's, and several names. So that's it. And I get better results on text as far as parties go. I'm like, I'm just going to be bold, and I've been prayerful, like, Lord, just get these to the people that need them, and make it multiply from there, because I can't do anything on my own.
Well, that's awesome. So which message are you sending them? Is it one that we've shared, or is it one that you came up with, or?
Let me look and see. Let me see here.
Because maybe the first in our group message what you're sending,
Yeah, the first one was I sign up through a party. I'm sorry, I have Invisalign in, so I have a list.
You're fine.
Let's see here. Where's Emily? All my Emilys that I sent the message to. Let me see here. I just texted her, messaged her. Okay, let me see. The very first one, and this was super like a cold call-ish kind of situation. Oh. Hey, Emily, I know you must be completely bonkers with the farm right now. She's a farmer. But I wanted to reach out and see if you were interested in earning some free Pampered Chef product this month. I can do an online party, and I'll do 90% of the work. It takes about 10 minutes a day for you, and it lasts a week. May is Stoneware Month. That seems to be many people's favorite PC item. My hosts are earning so many free and discounted items right now. The market is hot. Let me know if I can pencil you in. I'm not doing shows the week of blah, 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 because I got a graduate, and she knows because she lives in that same town, but I can do the week after. Thank you for your consideration. And she texts back, let's do it, which I was surprised.
Awesome.
So it's kind of a combination of everybody's mess.
So you're reaching out for bookings, not necessarily recruits.
Yeah.
So is the bookings coming first and then kind of talking about the business, or how are you switching to recruits?
Yeah, let me get your party in. Let me get my very first thing is I want your information. I want to absolutely put you in this. I don't say this in those words, but
right.
I want that information because I want them committed. I want to get it in the system and get it on the books, no matter how it plays out.
Mhm.
And then I come back and say, hey, I do, we could do this as your launch party. If you're at all interested in the business, I'd love to share the information about it. And then you can earn the commission that I would have gotten, plus all the host rewards. And it's a great way to launch a business. And I tell them, I tell everybody when I started, how much I've sold, how much I've earned in a short amount of time, that I've got I think I've got 13 parties in the system right now. And I started on March 24th. So I just tell them it's working for me. That's all I can do is say, I don't know much. People, and I, give them the spill that so much support, so much training. I don't know a lot, but I know people who do. So
I love that. That's awesome. That makes me happy. So good for you.
thank you.
Andrea, are you going to conference?
I'm not. We've got my baby's last softball nationals is that week, so we're going out with a bang.
Gotcha.
But next time.
Sounds good. Anyone else want to share anything good that's happened this last week as far as bookings or recruit leads or anything that's working for you?
I do have two that are, one is looking at it right now to sign up, and the other one said that she gets paid Thursday and wants to sign up and do her lunch party.
Yay. That's awesome. So what are you doing for your reach outs, Christy? Is it people that are hosting or is it people you're just reaching out
to? Both. Anyone that says, anyone, know of any at-home jobs or, teachers looking for summer jobs, I am messaging every one of them. Even people like on the Piedmont community page, if they're saying that they, are looking for something to, a part-time, gig or whatever, then I'm sending messages to everybody, even if I don't know them.
Awesome.
And what I'm really trying to do is to just kind of bring my passion in there, just tell them, how I got started and that, it worked for me, it could work for someone else. And I just try to be excited about Pampered Chef and the products.
Yeah.
So, we ended the month strong. We earned everything. And then we qualified green first day of this month. So, not too shabby. And I've already talked to a couple people, like I said, about the business and hosting parties. And so, we're working, we just haven't got any definite answers yet.
They just got their knife block in with their knife set that they earned.
Yay! That's awesome.
And the 10-inch knife skillet. So now I'm waiting on the recipe book and the doormat. And the summer products. I was working real hard to get that doormat.
I know you were.
And Miss Holly is going to be walking the stage at conference.
So excited.
I got somebody who might be signing up. I did the whole, hey, before I start up your party, would you want to make this your party? And she said, I might. So we're talking back and forth. So
That's what happens when we ask. It's awesome. That is awesome.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey guys.
Hey, don't feel like you have to be on here tonight. This is recorded, so we understand everything going on with you right now.
I'm good.
Okay. I just want you to know that we didn't
For
expect
you.
you to be on, but I'm really glad you are.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any good things that have happened this last week? since we talked last?
Well, one couple things that I had a couple parties that wasn't going to qualify.
Mhm.
So I went into my VIP page and I just bluntly put it, hey, I need some help here. I said, I've got 2 hosts that their parties aren't going to qualify. I asked if there was anybody out there who wanted to place an order, and I want you to know, within 10 minutes, I had 2 orders, one on each party, over $100. So those parties got qualified.
Yay, that's awesome.
That was very uplifting to me.
That's awesome. Yeah, definitely. Patty, do you have anything?
Don't have anything, sweetie.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, stop. No. iPhone 7 left. I was just gonna trying to figure out who iPhone 7 was, and now they are gone. I don't know who iPhone 7 was. Will who? Okay, well, this evening's call is one of my favorite things to talk about, actually. I actually was asked by Home Office to speak on this topic 3 times at conference. I did 3 different trainings in 3 different years at conference over just managing everything, managing your business and routines and planning, and what does that look like? So it's something that I do love. It's harder and harder for me with my kids' crazy schedule. Like I said, you saw me trying to shove food in my mouth because we just got done with the baseball game. But I do love that no matter what with Pampered Chef, I can still make my own schedule. I can still be there for the things that I need to be there for. And that is just one of my favorite things, about this business. But some of you are newer consultants, some of you have been in the business, a while, but everyone has, systems that they do. There are a lot of systems, that I do that I've shared with you all. There are systems that some of you have come up on your own with, host coaching systems, booking systems, recruiting systems. Okay. We have different systems, for all these things. And when you have these different systems, the goal is that your business can become autopilot with these systems. Okay, so it's not something you're having to think about all the time. It's just second nature to when and how you're going to do the things that you need to, in your business. So I have specific tasks every day that I go in and do. And I have a list, of these specific tasks that I'm going to do. And then every Sunday, I sit down and I look at my calendar for the week. And I look at, okay, what do I have going on with my family this week? What parties do I have going on? What meetings do I have going on in the business? And so I look at what each of these things are going to be that I have going on. And then I make a list. Okay, I call it the funnel system. I make a list of everything I need to get done this week. Okay, thinking through your personal life with your kids, in your business, the things that you need to get done, finishing up parties, booking parties, recruit leads, whatever it is, just writing it out. Okay, and then I take that list and I funnel it into what day am I going to do those things. Okay, so with the list, I funnel it in. That's most important. I'm going to put that on Monday. Then we're going to go to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so on. And I make sure that I already have written in the games, the things that I have with my family. That always gets written on my calendar first. I don't plan a meeting if I have something with my family that night. Okay, yes, I had a game, but I knew I could get back and shove food in my face. Okay, so I schedule my time with Papered Chef based on what I have going with my family, okay? So you do your schedule first, okay? You don't make Papered Chef work around you. Wait, did I say that wrong? You make Papered Chef work around you, yes. Okay, so you don't have to change everything for Papered Chef, okay? You do what you need first. That is top priority, okay? So do you have a day that you set up your parties? Do you have a day where you invite your host and have them invite their friends? Okay, do you have do you send out reminders to your hosts? Okay, do you have times that your hosts post on their personal well? Okay, all of this we've talked about in that virtual party schedule. And I have broke it all down for you, and I've put a recording in that group if you haven't seen it, where I go through every single day of what I do in my parties. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all that stuff because I've already done that training and I already have sent you guys a recording in that group. So if you want to see when I do my host coaching, how I do my host coaching, when I send my reminders, all that stuff, okay, that's in that training that I've already shared. Okay, but think about it. What are you doing now? And how can you save time and energy, okay, in the time that you put in this business? Okay, are you using Post My Party or SendShare? Okay, if you're posting 5 times a day, that's 25 minutes a day. Okay, could you spend the $10 a month, and not get coffee or not go out to eat one night? Okay, because to me, the $10 I spend on Post My Party is the best $10 I spend in my whole entire month, 100%. So I could not function. Guys, this weekend we were in Arkansas. And I was busy with my family the whole entire time. Well, typically I just do pre-party posts on the weekend. Well, I had a host who had finals last weekend and she wanted to start it midweek where I actually had posts, okay, that were going in and out, and there's a reason why I do my schedule the way I do. That threw me off completely, having party posts run on a weekend. That is not how I run my game. And I did it for this host, but it proves why I got so like, oh my gosh, what day of this party am I on? I don't even know. Like, what posts are these? Like, what should I be doing today? Like, I was off my games. The party is still going good, but I can tell you it would have been an absolute flop had it not been for Post My Party, 100%. So if you aren't using a posting system, I highly recommend it because it saves my butt a lot. So thinking about your time management, okay, and this can be kind of a hard conversation. As you are growing, are you setting boundaries for when you are working and not working? Looking at your day and thinking, when are you on and when are you not on? When are you putting your phone down and saying, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to check my messages right now. I'm not going to be interacting in my parties. Okay, do you allow yourself to put that phone down and have that time, with your family doing, whatever it is that your family's doing, okay? And sometimes, especially earlier on in my business, that was very hard for me, very hard. But I can tell you after lots of conversations with my husband and my kids, honestly, because my kids would even get where they were making comments. I know that I have to have time where I put my phone down. Okay, especially as my kids get older, there's times where I want them to put their phones down. They don't need to have them at certain times, so same goes with me. I try to have that same example, there really aren't many Papered Chef emergencies. I know sometimes team members do need things, but customers, spatulas, there's not too many emergencies. Okay, so you can put down your phone. Okay, so what is really interesting, and I have done this before, is take take a list and write down for a day everything you do in that day. Okay, from the minute you wake up, okay, when are you on your phone? When are you checking your parties? Document what a day looks like as far as what you're doing. Okay, I think it's really eye-opening sometimes when we track what we actually do in a day. Okay, so are you spending time searching social media? This is so, I'm telling you, I get lost in the videos. I click on one and an hour later, I'm like, I'm dying laughing the whole time. But yes, there are a time where you can turn, you can turn your mind off. And if you want to watch reels and that's your way of just checking out for the day, then go for it. However, if you are trying to check on a party and go in and do something for a host and you click on this little video of this dog jumping up and down over here and you're like, what the heck is that? And then 30 minutes later, you're stuck in reel number 25 because you just couldn't stop watching them, then it's a problem. Okay, so be sure, this is why I have my tabs at the top of my pages with my parties. So I'll show you here. So like I have these tabs, okay? So over here, I have parties, which has my list of parties, okay? So I don't even have to go on Facebook. I come over here directly because I have tabbed and saved these, okay, by hitting this little star here, okay? Here's my groups, my folders. I have parties, Pampered Chef, you can add whatever one you want, okay? But if I have parties all here, then I go directly to my party by clicking on this link. And I can go straight through my party and do exactly what I need to do, okay? My Facebook groups. Right here in my Facebook groups, I have my personal team page, my director team page, Team PC Hotshots, our outline page, okay? They're all tabbed here. So I don't go in and get lost on Facebook land, okay? That's why I do that. So I'm not clicking just on Facebook and getting distracted, okay? When I have my parties that I need to change, to check in on, I go directly to my parties and I go through each one. I'll click on one, okay, and I'll scroll through, okay, and I'll see, what's going on, what are we doing, okay? So that helps me a ton, okay? But making a to-do list, okay? I have, this is going to look different for you all, but I will share with you what mine looks like. Okay, so like Monday, announce my winners and my parties from the previous week, send out future host text, tag new members and parties, okay, where I go in and I do that welcome tag, send hosts their host rewards, okay, my parties that just ended, I'm sending them their host rewards, making sure if they haven't already picked them out, okay, update what's going on this week, announce new consultant training, change cover photo to my link info. That means in my parties that are ending, okay, I'm changing my cover photo that has my information on it. Do the early bird drawing for each party, okay? So when I sit down to my computer, it's written out. I print one of these out every single day. So when I sit down, I have my calendar out, I have this, and then I have my list of my parties. Okay, I have go through here. and delete some of the virtual return. I have this also, and I have one for every party printed out. Okay, so those three things: calendar, party tracker, and my weekly list always sit on my desk all the time. Okay, so these documents. Okay, I have one for consultants, weekly agenda for consultants. Okay, and that I can share with you all if you have not seen that before. This is also both of those documents, guys, are on Team PC Hotshots in that Google Doc. Okay, where the outline is. But if you need me to send it to you, I can. Okay, but that helps me stay on track. Okay, so and did you guys know that every time you switch between tasks, your efficiency goes down? Okay, how many of you get distracted and you go do something else and then you come back and it takes time away, okay? Children constantly are distracting me. That's why summer is hard. Because I like to stay on a task and try to get that task done, okay? And when you get distracted, it takes away from the time that you can actually get it done, okay? So turn off your notifications. Don't let those dings distract you, okay? Sit down with your list of what you're gonna accomplish today, okay? And get it done, okay? So I need a list, a schedule every single day. Okay. And another thing that has helped me, that helps me so much, sometimes you just need to brain dump. Brain dumping is where you take everything that is sitting in your head and write it down on a piece of paper. Get it out of your head. Because sometimes we have so many things like jammed up that we're trying to go through, okay, that we forget because we have too much going on, too many things that we are thinking about. So brain dump it. Okay, if you have to brain dump every night, take what's on your mind, put it on a piece of paper. If it's something that you need to do, then write down, when am I going to take care of it this week? Because if you just constantly just continue to think about it, it's just distracting you. Okay, so if you're a person that has a lot on your mind, brain dump, take it out, write it down, and figure out when you're going to take care of it. Okay. I get it, Michelle. A lot on the brain. And maybe a book is what you need to write right now. Maybe you need to sit down and write that book. But I'm going to encourage you guys, this week to make your task list. Okay, figure out what are you going to do on each day. Okay, because if you go, like I said, if you go on Team PC Hotshots, this is how and it's being kind of slow. Okay, so if you go on here to featured, right here where the outlines are, this Google Doc, first thing, right in this post. Okay, so under important extra resources, this is the virtual party schedule that I go over on that training that I was talking about. Here's the daily checklist. Okay, this is that checklist that I showed you, but this is the consultant one. Guys, and it's a Microsoft Word document, so you can change it and make it your own. Because guess what? If you don't make it your own, you're not going to do it. If it's not what you do in your day, it's what I do in my day, you won't use it. Okay, so you need to go, that's where you need to take, you know, a week or whatever, and you need to figure out, what am I doing every single day? Because stop having it up here and having to think through, what should I be doing right now? Because if it's just written in a checklist, you don't have to think about it. You just pull that checklist out and then you check off what needs to be done. And you will be so much more efficient and you will get the stuff done. Okay, but it's got to be what you're doing. Okay, not what Christy's doing, not what Holly's doing, not what I'm doing. Okay, it's got to be what you're doing. Okay, in order for you to be efficient with it. So here's the daily checklist that you can change and make your own. And this is that virtual party tracker where I print one off for every single party. Okay, they're both right here. And there's the recruiting wording that we talked about last week. That gives you every copy and paste scenario of what anyone could possibly say to you, even if they are crying, Eric. Here's the response that you can come up with. Okay. So these documents here, guys, are the most used documents that I use in my business. Okay. And they're right here for you guys to print off and make it your own at any time. Okay. You can go through this virtual party schedule where I have written down every day what I'm doing for my parties and my hosts. Make it your own. If you don't do, you know, your pre-party post on Saturday and Sunday like me, change it and put when you do. Okay. If you don't set up your parties and, you know, add your hosts on Thursday and have them start inviting, then change it, make it your own. Okay. You have the ability to take that document and make it whatever you want. Okay. But you got to do it because it's constantly going to be something that you're thinking about that you should be doing. Okay. So if you just sit down on a Sunday and say, you know what, I'm going to allot time on this day to go through this document and make it my own. I'm going to go on this day and I'm going to go and make a checklist, a daily checklist of what I'm going to do. You know, if you're not one that will do these things, write in your time when you're going to do them. Okay, schedule it. Okay, I have a sticky note right here on my desk that says what gets scheduled gets done. I don't schedule it, it's not getting done. Okay, my life is way too crazy busy. Okay, so I've got to have it on my schedule. Okay. All right. I gotta find my document again. Somehow I clicked out of it. Did I like? Hold on, sorry, my document went away. All we have left is the calls to action here. Okay, so I want you to make a list of people that you're going to reach out to. Like we were talking about earlier, teachers are a great one as they come up on summer vacation. Our teachers are done next week. Okay, teachers are a great person to say, hey, what do you think about making some extra income this summer? Okay, a retired person. Okay, I've had several retired people on my team. They just want to do something to keep them busy. Okay, a stay-at-home mom. Make a list of 5 stay-at-home moms you know. Make a list of 5 social media junkies. They're always online. Okay, write the first 5 people that you think of. Someone that has built or moved into a new home is another good one. Okay, they would love to have free Pampered Chef in their kitchen, in their new kitchens. Okay, so I'm going to challenge you guys this week also. Another thing, I want you to make your own daily checklist. Okay, come up with your own plan of when you are going to do the tasks and things in your business that need to get done. Okay, sound good? Okay.
Yes.
Does anyone have any questions about anything? Anything? All right, guys. Well, I will let you go. I will share the recording of this, okay? And I'll put the calls to action in our Facebook Messenger group, okay? So, but you guys this is only week 2. The beginning, very beginning of week 2. You still have 2, 3, 4 and a half. Okay, you have so much time left in this month. So don't think this month is anywhere close to being over, because it's not. You have so much time to do what needs to get done this month. Okay, make your goal for your free-for-all. What level are you going to hit? Okay, make your goal. Okay, make those goals and go from this month. All right, guys, I will see you next Monday, the 15th. Okay. All right, guys. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good.